Pro Group Management. Workers' comp that works for you.
This is 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review-Journal.
Good evening, I'm Jen Ah. To our top story, sponsored by Carnegie Heights. Vice President Kamala Harris makes a stop here in Vegas to promote the $1.9 trillion COVID relief package that the president signed into law last week. Here are photos of her landing earlier today at the very windy McCarran International Airport. She later made a stop at a vaccination clinic in UNLV, then at the Culinary Training Center in North Las Vegas, where she spoke about the American Rescue Plan's goals. Nevada is expected to get more than $4 billion from the relief package.
In Nevada alone, 1 in 4 small businesses is out of business. So President Biden, you'll remember a while back, he said, help is on the way. And then he signed that American Rescue Plan, so I would say, help is here. Help is here. Help is here.
Harris is in Las Vegas as part of the Help is Here tour to promote the COVID relief package. Her next stop, California. In other news, casinos and restaurants in Nevada are now allowed up to 50% capacity starting today. Review Journal's James Schaefer joins us from downtown Henderson after speaking with a local business owner.
We're off Water Street, where after today, it just got a little easier to get a table at Juan's Flaming Fajitas. The full-service family-owned Mexican restaurant was bustling. Restaurant owner Juan VASQUEZ explained to us that even with the capacity limit raised, they're still facing the same obstacles.
With the 50%, it brought us a few more customers that are allowed in the restaurant. But again, with the 6 feet of social distance that's required, it's still minimal.
VASQUEZ says they're doing their best under the circumstances.
We're trying to adhere to all the restrictions and all the policies that have been bestowed upon us. We're trying our best with the face masks, the gloves, and the social distance, but definitely make a reservation, please.
For the Las Vegas Review-Journal, I'm James Schaefer.
Businesses may be open with higher occupancy rates, but that doesn't mean there aren't safety measures in place. Review Journal's Renee Summerhour has more on that. Renee?
Jen, a month ago, Governor Sisolak allowed capacity at businesses to increase from 25% to 35% on March 1st and said that barring any setbacks, it would raise to 50% effective today. And just in time, as many Americans are already getting their stimulus money, which means restaurants, retailers, and casinos could see more business, especially out-of-town visitors. But the pandemic isn't over yet, and despite the vaccine rollout, Review Journal business reporter Rick Vallada tells us safeguards are still in place.
So people coming in should probably expect to see some of these things, and they should be expected to be asked to honor some of these social distancing protocols, as well as wear masks while they're on premises.
For more on this developing story, log on to lvrj.com. Jen?
In your business news, sponsored by Bank of Nevada, Bank on Accountability. As you just saw, more businesses are opening up, but a number of them remain closed. At least 13 Vegas area casinos are still in the dark, either holding out for even looser restrictions or a larger customer base. Those still closed include the Main Street Station, Fiesta Rancho, Texas Station, and Palms. Now, Las Vegas relies heavily on tourism, entertainment, and conventions. So when people stop traveling or going out, our local economy takes a dive. Review Journal's Eli Siegel says officials are looking at how to diversify Las Vegas's fragile economy.
When you rely so much on one industry that's been hit so hard, that's why you're seeing these very severe and so far long-lasting ripple effects here in Las Vegas.
And that rain and snow we saw last week hasn't quite cleared out. In your weather, sponsored by Las Vegas Paiute Tribal Smoke and Cigar Shop. Temps are expected to drop to the low 40s tonight. We have a one-day storm front coming through the valley, which means possible snow flurries in some areas overnight. As we look at the rest of the week, tomorrow is looking to clear up. Highs expected to linger in the 60s, lows in the 40s, with sunny skies though. From there, we should warm up day by day going into the weekend. By Friday, we should be up to the high 70s. In your health news, sponsored by 4M Dental, love your smile again. Pharmacies in Clark County are now offering COVID vaccines to those 55 and older with underlying conditions, as well as those with disabilities and the homeless. The state has listed health conditions ranging from cancer to asthma, diabetes, smoking, and a number of other conditions as increased risk for severe illness from COVID. For the link to schedule the vaccination appointment with a pharmacy, head over to our website and search 55.
Sports, sponsored by Scenic Brewing Company. With this sports update, I'm Cassie SOTO. Golden Knights goaltender Robin Lehner participated in the team's morning skate on Monday. After more than a month away from the Knights, Lehner is nursing an upper body injury that he sustained back on February 11th. In Raiders news, former offensive tackle Donald PENN signed a one-day contract with the Silver and Black to officially retire as a member of the Raiders. PENN spent 14 seasons in the NFL, 5 of those with the Raiders from 2014 to 2018.
And I was able to play for a team I grew up with, and it was kind of like a dream come true. And after talking to Mr. Davis, he was like, you better retire a Raider. And I appreciate them letting me do this, and it just felt right, you know, growing up a Raider fan, playing for my team I grew up with, it just felt right to do it, you know, with the Raiders.
Here's the latest in sports betting. No surprise here, Gonzaga is the #1 overall seed in the NCAA tournament and the clear favorite to win the national championship. The Zags are the 2-1 favorites at Circa Sportsbook, and fellow #1 seed Illinois is the 5-1 second choice. Baylor and Michigan, the other top seeds, are each plus 850 to win the tournament, which tips off Thursday with the first 4 games.
In your lifestyle news, sponsored by Get Healthy, Clark County, a former gymnast is turning to retail therapy to turn her life around. Taylor Rice, a Henderson native, has found her passion in secondhand clothing store called Alt Rebel, located in the Arts District. After an unhappy year on the road performing with Cirque du Soleil, she says she wanted to turn her love of shopping into a business. Alt Rebel features everything from eclectic clothes and shoes from the 60s to more contemporary items to suit all styles. In your entertainment news, sponsored by Las Vegas Motor Speedway, a popular show is getting a new venue. Review Journal's John Katzlamidas has the details.
Magic Mike Live, the adult review, is opening again at the Sahara Hotel on August 27th. I took a tour of the facility with photojournalist Kevin Cannon last week, and it's an impressive venue on the 2nd level of the hotel. It's a very big project, and there's a lot more to come in a multimedia sense from Magic Mike Live even before they open.
That's a wrap for 7 at 7 p.m. from the Las Vegas Review Journal. I'm Jen Ah. Catch us on our website, Apple TV, Alexa, and other streaming devices. Be sure to stay tuned for 7 at 7 a.m. as well. Good night.
Review Journal Studio, sponsored by Adam Kuttner. Get the maximum settlement as quickly as possible. This 7 at 7 update, sponsored by Pro Group Management. You're watching 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review Journal.